Welcome, I'm SD Kelley. This magnet message board started out as a snowman almost a year ago, and since then it's taken on different seasons. I'll put a link to the initial video of this message board where I made the base of it, and I created snowman facial features that work as magnets where you can post notes to remind yourself of things before you leave. In the back, it has a nice little compartment where I use magnetic clips to hold a pad of paper, pen, extra keys, and to declutter things by my door. I've changed the look throughout the year in previous DIY videos, and in this DIY video, I update the look for this season to fit Halloween and Thanksgiving. If you enjoy watching arts and craft videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell to be notified anytime I upload something new. Feel free to follow me and tag me with related content on Instagram. My profile name there is Saggycat, after a sweet cat named Sagittarius. I like to use these Dollar Tree chopping blocks for a lot of my arts and crafts, and I'm using it to create the facial features of this jack-o'-lantern scarecrow message board. Instead of having it look too cutesy, I wanted to have a more haunting and eerie look, but also have a little bit of farmhouse cuteness. So I'll be using some burlap fabric for this. For this part here, you don't need to be perfect with your drawings. You can always cut the pieces and modify it as you go. I cut off this corner piece to create a scarecrow hat, and I'm cutting it into the shape of a hat. I chose both black and green burlap fabric. I'll be attaching these pieces to the burlap fabric with tacky glue that you can get at Walmart or craft stores. Sometimes you may even find an exact smaller bottle at Dollar Tree. I keep my slow pouring liquids ready to go by storing them upside down in a spray paint cap that's got pool noodle in it. And I have a video actually where I created these, and they have worked out so well, and it's a good way to reduce waste by repurposing the spray can caps. If you've come up with ideas on ways to reduce waste while crafting, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know about them. The cap to my glue bottle actually went on its own little adventure, scooted right off my table and right into an air vent where I couldn't get to it, so I have to use a piece of plastic to preserve this glue. Once the glue dries, it will look clear, and then of course you can cut further to modify any pieces if you don't quite like how they turned out, which is what I'm doing here with the teeth. With the hat, I had actually left a little bit of excess fabric at the bottom so that I could fray the edges and have a fringe look. To finish the look, I'm going around the edges with some jute twine, and this will also match that rope that's around the message board. I learned how to make these really cute twine flowers by watching another YouTuber called Kelley, and her channel is called Kelley Barlow Creations, I think. And I'll put a link to this specific tutorial that she does. I make the flowers probably a little bit differently, not exactly like she does because I don't really remember exactly how, but this is where I got the idea, and I'll put a link to her video if you want to make cute little farmhouse twine flowers. I had one lone single green button which looks perfect on this scarecrow hat, and I love the way that flower actually looks, makes it look so cute. Don't you just love it when you find supplies in your crafting stash that you can use but you forgot that you had? The magnets I'm gluing on here I got in the craft section at Walmart, and they're pretty strong and they'll hold up the piece as well. For the scarecrow hair, you can use Excelsior grass raffia that you get at Dollar Tree, but I found this hula skirt for 65 cents at a thrift store, and I actually do buy hula skirts sometimes because the raffia on it's straight. I'm just hot gluing a few pieces to the back of this hat around the magnets to appear as scarecrow hair peeking out from underneath the hat. I took my scissors and cleaned up the edges a little more as much as I could. I'll probably go back and refine it later, or maybe I'll just leave it as it is because it does have that rustic homemade look about it. And I really like how practical this is too, as well as decorative for this season. And here I'd like to share with you some crafts that I did last year as well as this year that are for Halloween and a little bit of transition into Thanksgiving. And I hope that you'll get some ideas for your own crafting in your own style. And I'd love to see anything that you create, and you can tag me on Instagram. If you liked today's video, I hope that you'll give it a big thumbs up, comment on, and share this video with everyone that you know. Also, I hope that you'll subscribe to my channel because I would love to have you here. You'll find my social media links in the description below. Again, I'm SD Kelley, and I thank you for watching.